Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have one of my most favorite videos to film ever, and that is TBR Jar chooses my TBR for the month. I cannot believe it is almost May. That is actually crazy. This year is literally flying by. How is it almost May? Anyways, I have my TBR cart, which is so exciting. This is my first TBR video with a TBR cart, so it's kind of fun. I have most of my books are here, and then I have a few of them on the sides here. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do 8 prompts because that seems to be what works best for me. Prompt number 1. The author's first or last name starts with an S. I remember I got this prompt before and I had such a hard time with it because I was surprised by how few books I have with an S in the first or last name. I have 1 in mind. Ooh, 2 in mind. Oh my god, 3 in mind. Wait, this is so easy. Oh my goodness, we have 4 books. There's the possibility that I have more books, but I'm gonna stop here because I already have 4 where the author's first or last name starts with an S. The very first one I have is The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. This is part of the Throne of Glass series. I haven't started it yet. I think I have come to the conclusion that I'm gonna start with Assassin's Blade. I don't know. I asked you guys in my last book haul which to start with, and I got so many mixed opinions about Assassin's Blade and Throne of Glass. I feel like the majority of people said Assassin's Blade, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. But if you have any like really good arguments for Throne of Glass, let me know. And then I have the rule book by Sarah Adams. This was given to me by Grace. Thank you so much. I am so excited to read this whenever I get to it. This one is about college exes who reunite, which sounds kind of fun. It's Sarah Adams and I love her books. Sarah Adams, in my opinion, is like the Lynn Painter of adult romances. Like Lynn Painter, her YA books are unmatched. Sarah Adams, I feel like hers are also like light and fluffy like Lynn Painter's, so this is my other option. And then I have Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. This book is about a girl who comes back to her hometown and her brother's best friend, which that is such a good trope, and they haven't seen each other in years and they see each other again for the first time and they reconnect in a bar. I don't know, it looks good. It's a cowboy romance. I love cowboy romances. This is another good contender, but I think the one I'm gonna go with is Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is her newest release and I love Elsie Silver. The Chestnut Springs series was so good, so I'm really excited to read this, and it's on Kindle Unlimited, which I love my Kindle, so I am stoked to read this. Look how cute this cover is. This one is about a billionaire dude and he wants to escape the press, I guess. So he moves back to his small town, and then there's a 12-year-old girl who's like, hey, you're my dad. I don't know much more about the plot. If you know me, you know I like going into my books blind, so we'll see. But this one looks so good. I just love Elsie Silver. On to pick number 2. A book with a 2-word title. I feel like that's a lot of them. You know what I want to do? This is like kind of a no-brainer for me. I want to do a Frida McFadden book. I have so many of her books on my physical TBR. I love her books. They are the best thrillers ever in my opinion. They keep me hooked the entire time and they're so quick and easy to read. I have The Teacher, The Coworker, or The Inmate. Those are all on my TBR. I think I'm gonna do The Teacher because it's her newest release and this book was gifted to me by Sarah. I'm so excited to read it. I love when you guys gift me books. It's the sweetest thing ever and it makes me want to read those books right away so that I can get back to you guys with my feedback. I think I'm gonna go with The Teacher. It looks so good. This book is about a teacher at a high school, and the year prior this scandal rocked the entire school and there was one student who was at like the very center of it. The teacher's starting to find out things about the scandal and this one student is determined to shut her up and she'll do whatever it takes. I'm excited. Next pick, going for the bottom again, blue on the cover. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Again, this is so fun. I love when I get these prompts and immediately know what I'm gonna do. It is so fun. We have Pineapple Street. After looking at it, there's not a whole lot of blue on the cover, but the back of the book is very blue. And I feel like that's the same thing. There is blue on the cover. I love this cover so much. It's so colorful and chaotic. This is Pineapple Street by Jenny Jackson. I don't know if this is a newer release, but I've been seeing it a lot more recently. It could be, but again, I don't know. This book is just like a plain fiction, which I love plain fiction. If I can find the right one, they hit so hard. I'm really excited to read this, and I just got my hold from Libby, so I can download it onto my Kindle. And again, I love reading on my Kindle, so I'm so excited. This book is about 3 women. One of them is super wealthy. She inherited all this wealth. The other one married into her wealth, and then the third one wants to get rid of her wealth. And you kind of see their lives going to charity galas and tennis club, and it seems very unrealistic because they are the 1%, and I know I can't relate to that, but it says it's relatable. So we'll see how relatable this really is. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this TBR. I don't know, but this might be my best one yet. Pick number 4. This one confuses me so much. Cartoon cover. I just feel like all these covers are kind of cartoony. Okay, not all of them, but most of them. I guess we could do the rule book would work for this. Like, oh, you guys can't even see it. That's kind of a cartoony cover, right? Or again, Done and Dusted. This is kind of cartoony. I don't know, I feel like this one's kind of subjective. I feel like none of my fantasy books have very cartoonish covers other than Twin Crowns. This is very cartoonish. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do Check and Mate. I've been wanting to read this one. For the cartoon cover, I'm gonna do Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. This book is YA, I wanna say. I think this is Ali Hazelwood's first YA book, which is exciting. I can't wait to read it and try it out. It's about chess players. I think the girl chess player like swears off chess. She's basically like, I am done with chess because it destroyed her family. I don't know how that works. I've never played chess. The plot seems slightly confusing to me, but it's about 2 chess players and it's YA, which I feel like is kind of all you need to know. Here we go with the next one. I say this in every video, but there's a prompt in here where it lets me buy my own book, and I want that one more than anything. Book you've been putting off. This is not one I want. I have been putting off a lot. We have Never Never by Colleen Hoover. Final Offer, I've been putting that one off for so long. You know, maybe I'll go with The Summer Girl. I've had this book for so long. This is by Elle Kennedy. It's part of an interconnected standalone series, and it like follows a friend group in Avalon Bay, which I think is made up. I could be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it's made up. It's on the coast. I did love the first 2 books. This one looks like it has never been opened. Name in the title. Do I even have one? I have 1. Oh, I have 2. Neither of them I'm really interested in reading. I have Leigh Howard and the Ghosts of Simmons Pierce Manor. This one I got because I saw a TikTok of the author doing book signings at Barnes & Noble and no one was buying his book and it made me so sad, so I got this one. But this one feels more Halloween-ish, just like looking at the cover. So I don't think I'm gonna pick that one. I wanna save it for spooky season. So the other one I have is Lily and the Octopus. This one's by Stephen Rowley. He's the author of The Guncle, which I absolutely did love that book. Absolutely did. That's such a weird way to say it. This one is, I think it's supposed to be a little more sad. I think it's about a guy and his best friend is his dog and he loves his dog so much and then the dog passes away. I think that's what it's about. Again, I could be wrong. I like going into my books blind, so I don't really know and I don't really want to know. I don't know. I think it's gonna be sad. 2 more. A book by your favorite author. This is fun. I think I know what I want to do. You guys can't even see it, so it's gonna be a surprise to you. Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Ooh, I'm so excited to read this book. Everyone in my comments is saying how much they loved it and it's making me want to read it even more, and I love Abby Jimenez's writing. Abby Jimenez, I think it's Jimenez. I love her writing so much. And the plot looks so good. It's about a girl where every time one of her significant others and her breaks up, they immediately find their one true love, like their soulmate. And then there's this guy who makes a Reddit post saying he's having the exact same thing happen to him. His post goes viral and then they meet and they're like, maybe if we date each other and then break up, we'll find our soulmates. So that's what they try to do, I assume. I'm so excited to read this. Is this our last pick? It is. I am convinced I will never get the prompt that lets me buy my own book. You know what I need to do? I need to stop putting prompts that I've already picked back in the jar because I keep getting them again. A new release. Oh, the rule book. This is a new release. Hello. This is the best TBR I think I've ever had. Like I said, this is about college exes who kind of reconnect. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm taking the prompts I already used and I'm not gonna put them back in the jar. Let's go through them. Before we go through these, I want you guys to comment one book that you're most looking forward to reading in May. I love seeing what you guys are reading. It is so fun. We have Wild Love by Elsie Silver, The Teacher by Frida McFadden, Pineapple Street by Jenny Jackson, Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood, The Summer Girl by Elle Kennedy, Lily and the Octopus by Stephen Rowley, Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and The Rulebook by Sarah Adams. Like always, if you've read any of these, please let me know your thoughts. I love hearing your guys' opinions about books. That is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Anything you do helps me out so much, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you so soon in my next one. Bye.